I'm gonna be honest.
It has, nonetheless, though. So, hey, Rozzy.
I fuck with Cynthia family.
Xander and Adriana. And
I ain't gonna lie. This may sound crazy.
And,
this Cynthia G talking. This may sound crazy because I'm red pill. I just fuck with Cynthia G though, because she does say some real shit, but she be on some bullshit, family. She be talking big shit about us, yeah. Like, family, like Cynthia G be talking big shit about us, yeah. And that shit does get under my skin at times.
I think it may be appropriate to label.
What's up, cuz? What's up, cuz? What's up, DJ?
Beyond pick-meism. It goes beyond pick-meism. And I'm not trying to shame black women. I'm not trying to tell black women that they're required to do anything. I'm not telling you that you have to think the way that I think. I'm not telling you that you can't go out and put yourself on the front lines for men who won't reciprocate it. I can't tell you any of that. I can't tell you any of that. The only thing I can do is talk about what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do. I can only tell you my perspective on what black women are doing. And I will say this. I think that black women have a savior complex. Angela, I got you a link. It's in your email, but I can text it if you need it. Text you.
What's up, cuz? Yeah, Cynthia G's right about that. About some black women, it's a mother-child dynamic that she's explaining. It's not no savior complex because it's a mother-child dynamic. But the black women that she's talking about, they're older. They're like 50, 60. A lot of young black women don't have no savior complex, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And see, Cynthia G is like, I think she's like 35. I think she's like my age. Because she used to talk to my cousin. You know what I'm saying? She was in a relationship with my cousin. Real life. And she's big on YouTube now, but she be going in on us, and she be going in on black men. But she be telling half truths though. I still fuck with her though. I'm red pill, but I still fuck with her.
Black women have a savior complex. Part of it is the savior complex. Part of it, I believe, is that we're so devalued that black women think that if they just continue to put themselves out on the front line, if they continue to show this undying support, if they continue to engage in...
What's up, Red? Shout out to Red the Barber in the chat.
A non-reciprocal relationship, if they continue to make the only requirement for their advocacy is that they are a black man, then somehow black men will see value in us and maybe reciprocate it. But that's not the case, because these men don't see value in you. In fact, you're giving them your undying advocacy.
What's up, Red? What's up, Red? I'm chilling, Red. I'm making the moves. You know, I'm listening to Cynthia G right now. You know, she be on that bullshit. She be coming at us. She wrong about that, though. Black men, we do see value in black women. We see value in black women that see value in themselves, number one, and that can respect men, that respect us. Hey, how you doing, sweet? You know what I'm saying?
And they sit up on panels and talk about why you don't deserve protection. So this is about low self-esteem at this point. This is about low self-esteem.
Damo, what it do, Damo? Shout out to Damo in the chat.
Person, you think it is completely rational and completely okay to accept nothing and give everything. You think that it is okay for you to advocate for people who don't advocate for you. Now, I sat up here on a panel, and my own sister was not able to name one time when black men advocated for black women. That is sad. It's sad. Now, I had somebody in my comment section that said, oh, she's sitting here and she's judging the 10%. She's judging the 90% of black men by the 10% of those who hate themselves, which, by the way, is not just 10%. The majority of black men have the same mentality. And even if they didn't, let's just say hypothetically, it was only 10%. The result isn't any different.
That's another lie.
who
Ain't no majority of black men. Nah, that's a lie.
this way are producing the same results as the 10% of what he called the self-hate.
Shout out to Vanny in the chat. Hey, Vanny. What's up, cousin? My cousin in the chat. My cousin Jasmine in the chat. Shout out to Jazzy.
What it is. And it's problematic. And I'm not going to do it. And there's a reason why I stopped talking about these situations on my channel. Number one,
Yeah, Red. I'm going live tonight on YouTube. And I'm gonna address it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta just watch what I say, Red. Shout out to Terry in the chat. What's up, Terry? Yeah, Red. I just gotta watch what I say, Red, on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a volatile situation. But you know what I'm saying? I'm in the city. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, me and my men, we not playing. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of my men, they ready to die, homes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we in the streets, man, so it's just it's not a game.
On my channel because I saw that these issues relatively weren't important to black men. They're not important enough for black men to put themselves on the front line. And number two.
Now that part, what's up? Hey, what's up, Mo? Shout out to my man Mo in the chat. That part is kind of true, y'all. That's kind of true. It's a lot of black men that's about their life when it come to us, but they're not trying to go head up with these white supremacists, and that's the problem. But see, it's a lot of us that will though. We just been in the cut.
Well, Twin, I'll open the call line so you can call in and then you can say what you got to say. I'll absolutely do that for you. And then number two. I lost my train of thought. She lost her train of thought.
Appreciate it, Red. Tune in, Red. I'm gonna keep you posted when I'm about to go to live, Red. I'm gonna let everybody know.
Well, and it was important too. But the reality of it is black men are not reciprocating it. It's just not. Black women, you're not protecting anything. You're not doing anything. You're not protecting your sons in the future. You're not stopping anything. And even if you think that you are, that is silly.
Sleepy, what's up, Sleepy?
The only people who can actually stop this is black men. The only thing that you can do.
Yeah, Jasmine. Yeah, cousin. This shit is crazy, cousin. The world is over, cousin. So we might as well just go out with a bang.
The actions of the dominant society against a competing group of men. That means
shout out to RS in the chat. What's up, RS?
You can't stop the dominant society from doing anything to black men any more than you can stop them from doing anything to you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you know too, cousin. I'm gonna let everybody know before I go live.
You're not going to. It's not gonna happen. They're gonna do whatever they want to do. You haven't postponed anything. And my sister said up here, and somebody in my comment also said as well, and I get where black women are coming from when they say, well, I have sons and brothers and uncles and nephews, etc. I get that. But black men also have daughters and sisters and mothers as well, but they still don't feel obligated to protect you.
Shit, but that's not true though.
They don't.
See, but what she's describing, that's a problem. What she's describing is the individual, is basically, you know, I'm about mine, which that's very true. Black, all people have that. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's not my family, if it's not my friends, you know, we a lot of us tend not to do anything. We have compassion, but we tend not to do anything, and that's a problem. Because what y'all don't understand is this is a war. At any time, George Floyd could have been me, or he could have been my cousin, or could have been my best friend. And if that shit happens, people gonna die. If it come to me and mine, people gonna die. Cops, whoever. I don't give a fuck. But so that's what she's talking about. But that's like I said, Cynthia be telling half truths, huh? But I'm gonna listen to her.
It's just not anecdotal evidence. It's not evidence. So just because you bring up the instances of 1, 2, or 10.
Yeah, cousin. Yeah, Jazzy. That's the thing. We gotta protect each other because we are an ecosystem. That's what we gotta understand. We all together in this shit.
Are the most unprotected on the face of the planet. Who is supposed to protect black women and from what? But yet you'll have black men who will sit up and they'll say that racism is only against black men.
Don't nobody say that.
Completely ignoring that you have a plight at all.
Hey, what's up, Nancy? Shout out to Nancy in the chat. Hey, what's up, Queen?
Denying that black women even have a plight. If you as a black man can honestly sit and open your mouth and say that racism only affects black men, you are denying the existence of everything that black women go through. And this is relatively how they feel. Black women don't have a plight.
Who says that?
In one breath, they'll tell you black women don't advocate for them. In the next breath, they'll get into my comment section and troll because I'm saying that black women need to stop putting themselves on the front line for men. There's a reason why they're telling you you're masculine, and it is because you're putting yourself in a masculine position.
That's
it is
not
not
right.
feminine to be out in the streets getting hit in the face with rubber bullets because you are fighting for a man who was laid up with a woman that looked like this. Let me just.
Uh-oh. You knew that was coming.
Let me just show y'all
You knew that was coming.
who he was laid up with. As you sit here and throw up a cape and tell me that who he was with does not matter, as if who he's with is not an indication of his mindset, what he stands for, what he values, and the community he aligns himself with. He is making a statement based on who he is with. It is what it is.
Hey, shout out to Top Shock in the chat. What's up, Kareem? She yelling Nancy because she's emotional. Cynthia G's big on YouTube. But this is the thing Cynthia G is not. She's not thinking logically. First of all, I knew that it was just a matter of time before somebody points out that George Floyd was in an interracial relationship. We all knew that that was coming. And that does not matter, family. Now, I know the dynamics of interracial relationships are tragic arrangements. Okay? Based on what Neely Fuller has taught us and what you see, they're tragic arrangements, okay? But those race soldiers who killed George Floyd, they didn't know that he was in an interracial relationship. They didn't even care. So see, for her pointing that out, it does not matter. But she's using that to try to say that we don't need to go to bat for him. See, Cynthia G, she's emotional, she's a woman. And yeah, Kareem, Top Shocker, she's smart though, you know what I'm saying? So, but I can't take her 100% seriously though. Exactly, Nancy, you still a nigga in their eyes, we all niggas. You know, exactly, cousin, exactly, Jazzy. So, but Cynthia G is using that as if the race soldiers, they didn't know, they don't care if he's dating a white woman or a blue woman. He's still a nigga. Like, she's lunching. Cynthia G be losing me with that shit, man. She be losing me, man.
You will be damned if I get hit in the face with a rubber bullet for a man who was dating a woman that looked like, engaged to a woman that looks like this. Hey, Nyla.
Oh my God.
Hey, Sam.
And let me tell you what, Nyla, if this was his fiance, what do you think the coldest part about her Facebook page is? If you can notice it, what's the coldest part about her Facebook page?
I would definitely say the fact that she is single.
Absolutely. Has the man even been dead for 2 days?
Oh wow.
He does not even have embalming fluid in his body.
That's tough.
Like that to you.
And this bitch is single already.
Right. How does she even have the place of mind to even?
Yeah, Jazzy, yeah, cause that is job relevant, but that's job tough though. I mean, but like I say, it's irrelevant.
That's not normal at all, especially for someone that your intention was.
Hey, yeah, Top Shocker, you know she deflect when everybody bring that up. Hey, Kareem, Cynthia deflect when everybody bring that up. She don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sis, what's up, sis? Shout out to Two Fly in the chat. What's up, sis? I miss you, sis. You all right?
of Mr. Stephen Black Women or the demise of Black Men Jackson?
Girl.
This is who we advocating for, because apparently all he has to be is black. She's single though. I want to let you hear. I'm gonna show you the news clip that she's in.
Yeah, all you gotta be is
I
black.
want you
That's the truth.
To pay attention to what she's saying about these protests, and her face and everything about her, because this is. But this doesn't say anything. Who cares about who she was with? They say it doesn't matter who he was with.
People who know him best called him Floyd. They also said that George Floyd was a gentle giant, a transplant from Houston who came to...
Hey, tell Carter and Rick I said what's up. Hey, sis. Hey, son, ask Carter. Hey, tell Carter, stop responding to the shit I be texting him. Carter just send me clips and shit. Like, nigga, call me or text me back. We having conversations.
Chapman has learned who Floyd was from two people who knew him best.
The world witnessed his last moments alive, but those who...
Like, I literally can't even watch this, by the way. Let me just...
They called a gentle giant.
Yeah, because I don't know why they're showing that.
That can't be good.
Like, let me skip to her, though.
But later, it just blew out his blood.
Because he's more emotional than she is. And I swear she looks like a couple that I had in my Who They Really shoes.
He was there for people when they were down.
Hey, sis. Hey, son. Carter just texted me and said he heard me.
This was Floyd's other half. Ross says Floyd was the most spiritual man she had ever met. He moved to Minnesota from Houston, Texas to start a new life.
He came to Minnesota.
Hey, Rick. Shout out to my nigga Rick. My good niggas Rick in the chat.
Minnesota to him was like this place where people were just kind and open to him.
Ross knows the community is hurting like she is. She hopes they respond in a way that honors Floyd.
You can't fight fire with fire, you know? Everything just burns. And I've seen it all day today. People hate. They're hating. They're mad. And he would not want that.
Hey, Top Shot. Hey, Kareem. Jasmine, that's my cousin. She in Ohio. She's just trying to figure out maybe why the girl said that she's single. But yeah, she said she's single. That's just like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
This is who you want to advocate for, just because he's black. You can't have any self-esteem. There's no way you got self-esteem. This is who you want to advocate for. Did you notice
that she said that people were very welcoming to accepting of him or open to him? No, she said people were very open to him. That like reeks of that whole tolerance thing, which I don't necessarily believe in the tolerance theory. I think it's very condescending. But that, to me, that denotes him trying to fit into a culture or society.
Hey, yeah, Top Shocker, her black card is revoked.
To be accepting of him.
Mm-hmm. But add to that, she said that he would give grace to those people.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what he had to say about Breonna Taylor. Do you think he would have been out there catching rubber bullets to the face for Breonna Taylor?
He probably didn't even know who she was.
It's possible.
And did we see large protests of black men in support of Breonna Taylor?
No.
I didn't see one protest. I saw a bunch of black men talking about why you should support Breonna Taylor's boyfriend. But literally no advocacy for Breonna Taylor. And they literally just showed you with Breonna Taylor how they will react when a black woman is killed.
That's not
true. They already showed that. Dropped the ball. True. They had every opportunity to reciprocate your advocacy, but they didn't do it. When it came to Central Land, what did they say?
That she was unruly and stuff. But you know what really
hold up,
man. Because think about how like...
Hold up, Holmes.
So...
Hey, Top Shocker. Hey, Kareem, do you hear this bullshit? Hey, Kareem. Cynthia just did this live stream, Kareem, an hour ago. She had 1,500 views. That was an hour ago. What she's doing now is dangerous because she's lying. Because, see, Breonna Taylor we didn't see Breonna Taylor get killed. That's number one. Breonna Taylor was not killed on camera. So we didn't see it. Now we know it happened based on the story, and she shouldn't have been killed, but we did not see it. And I'm gonna tell you like this: if black people would have seen a black woman get killed the way George Floyd got killed, Holmes, people will be dead right now, Holmes. Cops will be dead. See, that's what this is what I don't like. She's not being honest. When Sandra Bland, we didn't see Sandra Bland got killed, and they was about to burn that motherfucker to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right, exactly, Kareem. She got shot in the bed in her home, but we didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? We heard the article, and it was outrage, but we didn't see it. If we seen it, Slim, this whole country would be on fire. So she need to stop with that bullshit. She what she's doing, her and Naya, because they big on YouTube. Her and Naya, they said all this wild shit. Hey, shout out to New Stu in the chat. What's up? Her and Naya, they saying this wild shit. Hey, what's up, Warren G? Shout out to Warren G in the chat. Yeah, hey Kareem, they saying this wild shit, and they got other black women going with this shit, family. This is why this shit, see, hey Kareem, we gotta do a live, Kareem. We gotta do a live, bro. We gotta do one tonight.
Didn't make it into mainstream until, what, a couple of weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when Taz did the video about her death, no one was talking about her death. And then when Black YouTube got wind of it, it was more about the men.
What?
The death was reported. He reported about her being killed, and then, you know, also, you know, what they were trying to do to their boyfriend. But a lot of the men that we saw making the reports in this space, at least, talked about him and not her, and made it about him only.
What did they say about Corinne Gaines when she was murdered? I think.
We love
Oh yeah, but
Corinne.
according to some black men, racism only affects black men. So there is no Corinne Gaines, there is no Rakia Boyd, there is no Sandra Bland, there is no Breonna Taylor. We don't live in a society where we can't even wear our own hair to work because it's banned. I'm wearing this wig because I want to, but I mean, seriously, depending on where I work, I wouldn't have a choice. So there is none of these black women who are all in the light. They don't exist. They don't exist because these only affect black men. When Corinne Gaines, they talked about how bad of a mother she was. They talked about how unruly her mouth was.
No, we did not. Nobody did that.
They sit up on panels asking whether you.
Who did that? Who did that? Hey, Top Chakra, Warren G, can somebody tell me what black men got on YouTube and talk bad about Karen Gaines, the sister from Baltimore who got killed? Can somebody tell me?
She was acting on the tutelage of her black man that abandoned her at the scene.
Yeah, we call him a
and
sucker.
left it and left. She was acting based on what he had taught her. So what was really troubling to me was how they didn't see that was basically an act of submission when she was standing on the principles that he taught her. That was bull.
We see that.
They sure did. But the thing of it is, and see, I think Taz want me to go by anecdotal evidence, and he wants a distinction to be made. I don't see a distinction, really, because there isn't any. And really, even when you do have the rare occasion when a black man will extend some protection, like that dude in Chicago who went and threw the bricks.
Big facts, Top Chakra. They talking bullshit right now, yeah?
Oh, Passport Bros and SYSBM dudes, they dogged him.
They sure did.
They dogged him. They said that he was, like you said, they said he was a simp. He was operating for the gynocracy. They literally will emasculate black men who will defend and protect their women in their communities.
What?
They sure will. They have so the reason I point this out, it's not because I feel like what he went through was unjust. Clearly it was unjust. I can't even watch the video. I won't watch the video. I won't even read the details of it because I already know it's going to bother me. But what I do know is that most of what you say does not come out of your mouth. It comes out of your actions. Who you align yourself with, what community you live in, who you choose to marry, who you choose to befriend, because people of like-minded are usually friends. You wouldn't be with a friend who does not think the way that you do. So just as well as Stephen Jackson felt like bitter black women were the demise of black men, you can best believe George Floyd, as he set up with this Becky in her community, you can best believe he felt the same way. You can best believe he felt the same way. And I can make an inference on that based on how he lived and who he surrounded himself. I don't need him to open his mouth and verbally say anything. His actions have shown me all I need to see. Now, if you want to go out there and advocate for him, if you want to take rubber bullets to the face, if you want to be masculine, do that as much as you want to. I'm not going to.
Right.
You need to do more than just...
It's specifically for men that are not willing to do that for us. If you are these men that have divested from the community, you are deciding that black women destroyed the community. Single mother, think about it. Think of all of the people.
Yeah, exactly.
No
exactly, Top Shopper. She don't know how that man felt. She just smashed. She just saying anything. This is basically propaganda, Top Shopper. This is black. This is black female propaganda.
No protection.
Or I'll say strag propaganda. This is strag propaganda against us.
Is telling other people to grant grace at your murder, then you definitely should be at the mercy of whatever advocacy she's going to give or not.
And if she feels that way and believes that way, and he was getting ready to marry her, he believes the same. He believes that way too, about his own community, because that is who he was laying up with. That's who he shared a bed with. That's who he wanted to commit his life to via marriage.
Hey T, what's up? Shout out to T in the chat. What's going on down in the A, T? You still in the A?
He's the same as her. And if she's saying that he would have wanted you to give advice to him, then I believe 100% that he would have. He probably was one of those all lives matter type people. I absolutely believe that. Where'd you go, Women's Fair? I wholly believe that.
Nancy, exactly. You 100% correct, Nancy. The woman talking, Nancy, Cynthia G, she big on YouTube, right? She just got pregnant by a dusty nigga. Like last year, she got pregnant by a dusty nigga. After all the shit she talk about black men being dusty and not productive, she got pregnant by a dusty nigga.
So you should.
I learned about this. Taz and I were actually talking. I was making lunch and we were looking at I think he either showed me on his phone or it was on the television, but I saw it and it.
Oh, absolutely, T, legit, all legit.
Like, oh my God! Like instantly, I was hurt by looking at like how can you just murder somebody in cold blood? And Taz was upset too, and he was like, I mean, how could somebody sit there and film that? So your first response to seeing, the lack of humanity, we can, it's like he is always talking about the, compartmentalizing what's actually happening. So when I see that, my first response is, I cannot believe he sat there and gleefully killed this man. But then when it comes out, and it's not necessarily just that he was with a Becky, but his Becky knows him more and better than any of us. And what did she say?
Yeah, she said that he would not give him grace.
So, you know, I think it's safe to say that he was so ingrained into her culture, and he must have had that SYSBM passport, bro, whatever they call it, these black divested men. I'm
SYSBM. SYSBM don't. I'm SYSBM. And I will never date outside my race. I will never not date a black. I will never date a white woman or a Latino woman. I just ain't fucking with American black women. That's what SYSBM means.
That she's confident enough to say, after seeing her fiance, whom she is already separated from, who's not even been dead a week.
And she's single already.
Right, she's single already, and she's telling people that he would grant grace, and that the people who were angry and protesting against his cold-blooded murder were the ones that were hating. She is caping more for that officer that killed her man than she.
Oh, that's smart, T.
So that is what he left her with. That is his legacy. That he left her with that essence. So we have no choice but to respect it.
Exactly. And I want to shout out Kenny Conjo's super chat. He said, congrats on the consistency of your channel growth and live stream views. Say it ain't so said, I have seen over 20 white women say he deserved it. 18 billion said what Kenny said. Thanks to everyone for the super chats. Oh, they're going, all lives matter is trending on Twitter.
Oh, wow.
All lives matter is trending on Twitter.
I mean, I believe it.
And so the thing of it is that people can say, and granted, if who he's with doesn't matter to you, then again, do whatever you want to. I'm going to sit over here and be feminine and engage in feminine behavior. Yep. And I don't think protesting and getting rubber bullets to the face is feminine behavior. Hey, Woman Spirit.
Hey, Cyn. Hey, Nyla. Hey, chat. I agree with everything said thus far.
And then I got dusty divestors and stupid people writing dumb comments on my video. I'm going to read some of these comments really quickly so you can just see how all of the brainwashing has taken effect on black women, to where in multiple different ways we believe that just by a black man being who he is enough for us to throw everything we have at him. Our minds, our body, our souls, our advocacy, everything. We should just be giving him everything just because he's a man, and we don't get anything in return. But then,
yeah, come on back up here, cuz. Come holler at us. Come back up here, holler. You know, Lee stay like 5 minutes from me. Shout out. What's up, Net Worth G in the chat?
Black men disrespect us, black men don't protect us, black men don't value us. Well, of course they don't value you. You don't require them to value you. You just require them to be black. And they're already fulfilling that burden they're already fulfilling that requirement just by being born. So if you think all you have to do is be black, then it is what it is.
And these types are actually saying that black women are complicit in the damages.
Hey, what's up, Net Worth G? Everything good? In here, listening to Cynthia G and her bullshit.
To black men. So if they believe that we're complicit, then we couldn't help them either. And I just want to make it clear, because I do want to make a distinction. I do not believe that we are not supposed to advocate for black men that are not in cooperation and that are not in advocation for us. Mm-hmm. But these men that have made this clear distinction, and it's obvious and clear to me that he is not a man that just happened to be dating outside his race. He is a man that has left the community. What does she say? Our community was open to him, meaning he wasn't supposed to be there. Because every community should. Why would they have to be open to a person coming to the community unless you know what I'm saying?
That means he was in the white community.
Letting you know right there.
Yeah, he was in the white community.
He wasn't supposed to be in there because the community had to make an effort to be open to him. She said that she knows that he wouldn't want that hate, meaning he was one of those "what about black on black crime" types.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
He was one of those Blue Lives Matter types.
It sounds like it, but none of that matters.
And it's unfortunate. And
It matters if he was alive, but it don't matter if he's dead, because
the humanity in me still wants that.
the fact is, the race soldiers that killed him, they didn't know none of that.
Render justice, because this cop is racist. This cop is toxic. This cop is evil. So yes, I want to see him punished to the fullest extent of the law. I would like to see men,
fuck the law,
or the Beckys from his.
Fuck the law. Somebody need to find him and find them cops and gun them down. All them cops. Fuck that.
Go and seek retribution for what they have done to their fallen brother. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I want that done. So let's be clear. This cop should not get away with that.
What's up, Vita?
We should not respect the wishes of the dead.
It's interesting though, because these men, they can prop other groups of women up on a pedestal and still get the protection of black women. It's amazing to me the way that can happen. Is that they can tell you these women are better, more desirable than you, and still get your protection. There shouldn't be a black woman caping for this dude. I don't care what the circumstances is. There shouldn't be one, because his very decision to be with her said that she is better than you as a black woman. So therefore, let her do the advocating. Let her do it. Why can't she do it? She's not out there doing it. Why aren't these men requiring these Beckys and Ling Lings to go out and protest and take rubber bullets to the face? Why aren't they requiring them to? Well, first of all, they're not going to.
Oh,
and secondly, I don't care if you disagree.
No, that is true. They definitely not. That's true. They not doing none of that shit.
You can disagree, that's fine. I'm not requiring that you agree. But why isn't there a requirement that these other groups of women, that these men claim love them so much, why are they not going to these women to advocate for them? The burden is always on black women to fight for people who don't even fight for them. And that's why I keep saying non-reciprocal relationships. Because if it was reciprocated, that would be one thing. Then you would just be giving back what is given to you. But this isn't what's happening. This isn't a relationship.
Cynthia G is on some bullshit. Hey, Tone, what's up, Tone? Shout out to Tone in the chat. Hey, Cynthia G is on some bullshit, family. Cynthia G is making that bag off of keeping the dissension up between black men and women. That's what she's on.
Notice that they aren't on white women's channels harassing them about not advocating for black men, but they'll come all over YouTube being just as bedbucky as they possibly can, trying to get black women to advocate for them who do not want to. I can tell you right now, I don't even know the specifics behind the case with George Floyd. I do know that what happened to him, I don't think it was right. I will say that, but that's just where it stops for me. It doesn't go any further than that. I'm not going to do any research on him. I'm not going to try to find out. I don't care if he was a good person. I don't care.
Wow. What's up, Real Big Pink in the chat? You hit it? Fam, you hit this wild shit?
Don't either.
I've released that level of concern many years ago, because I totally recognized early in the game that black men just don't care about what happens to black women. They just do not care.
They
don't care enough, and they want you to just be behind them blindly, and you can tell that they're spoiled rotten with that behavior, because they literally feel like that's what you should be doing. It's really silly when you hear them talking about how we should cater for them and how we should be out there fighting for them. For what? Are you fighting for yourself? Because I don't see you fighting
black women. That's my thing. Can anybody, especially the men who think that what I'm saying is illogical, can you tell me one way that black women benefit from advocating for black men as a collective? Because here's the thing. George Floyd had a family. His family is out there advocating for him. That is enough as far as...
Hey, Brasco, what it do, Brasco? Hey, what's up, number one stunner? Number two stunner? Hey, yeah, Vita, I'm tired of these. They're not cops, Vita. They're race soldiers. They're race soldiers disguised as cops. I'm tired of them too. I'm ready to stop splitting their wigs.
Fiance. So how do black women benefit from this? But Faulty Rocket said a lot of black women suffer from Stockholm syndrome. It's not just Stockholm syndrome. This is an abusive relationship that you are in.
Yeah.
We all suffer from Stockholm syndrome.
The community. Because when the men think that they can disparage you, they can talk down to you, they can devalue you, they can do things, they can do whatever they want to you. And then whenever they need you, you better give them everything inside of you. But they're not going to give you anything. And that's what's happening. And you keep doing it. You keep doing it. Like I literally, there's black women on my Twitter telling me that I am the same as that cop. Because I pointed out that this man was aligned himself with the same community who did this to him. Mm-hmm. So I'm the same as the cop.
And then let's point out the fact that black women don't even care about themselves at all. I mean, they don't. Black women don't care about other black women. Black women only care about gaining the approval of Tyrone and Pookie. That is the only thing they care about, and they are willing to throw themselves in front of a moving vehicle to get it. And that is just that simple. They don't care about other black women. They could care less.
There's some validity to that, and boy, do they know, because they are the women that they're talking about.
Want to be is the person that looks like they're more dedicated to the cause than you, so they'll do anything to present that to a black man because they know damn well that black men don't care about them. These black women know that, but they have been taught to believe it's that strange fruit theory.
I already know, Vita. They on this Jones saying anything. They got a following on YouTube though, Vita. That's what's crazy. They got influence, and this is Cynthia G on YouTube. She got 35,000 followers. She got a lot of black women who listen to her.
That stuff happens now. Black women have literally been taught to view black men as victims. They have been taught that since by their grandmothers, by their aunties, by everybody. So they look at other black women that have any sense of self-worth as a problem. You're either bitter.
They straight swelling. Hey, she is straight swelling. Family, my mother, my aunts ain't never look at me or none of my cousins or none of the Negroes in my family as victims. Shit, a lot of us got kicked the fuck out. What the hell is they talking about?
Black, it's always something about a black woman that is not willing to be a part of your struggle mentality. If she doesn't want to struggle with you, if she doesn't care about Tyrone and Pookie and them riding on their bicycles and doing all that stuff, if she does not care about that, then she's a problem. She's a problem by the black women. They attack her, and she's a problem by black men. We see it all the time. I mean, it's not anything you really have to sit up here and prove. If black men act like they don't see that behavior, they're part of the problem too.
I want to shout out 60 Amethyst. Thank you for being so
they wild as shit with it.
She said thank you for all you do.
They is saying this shit like it's true too. Like they saying this shit with all the conviction in the world, as if it's really true. Like if I was on this panel, I would shut their ass down. They wouldn't even allow me on the panel. They'll call me toxic.
To black men, and to believe that you live in a society where black women have it good.
All right, Vita, holler at me, Vita. Yeah, they fake shit.
Black men are not told to ride or die for your woman. They're not. They're told, don't love these hoes. They're told that you need to be very selective about